I did not think I would be saying this in July of 2021, but coronavirus cases in the U.S. are actually climbing again. Now, to be fair, the number of people getting sick is still far below the winter peak, but infections, hospitalizations, and deaths are all going up after a period of decline. States with low vaccination rates are definitely feeling the worst effects of the Delta variant sweeping across the country. So Bradley Blackburn is following this story for us. You are in New York. Bradley, President Biden got help from a celebrity yesterday to push immunization when it comes to younger Americans, because that is an area of concern.
Hey, Anne-Marie, that's right. Pop star Olivia Rodrigo was at the White House yesterday to meet with President Biden, also with Dr. Anthony Fauci. This is all about encouraging teenagers and young people to get the shot.
From Texas to California, there's no question who is still getting sick from COVID-19.
Over 99% of our COVID admissions have not been vaccinated. It's dramatic. It's stark. It is undeniable.
99% of all the cases occurring in the U.S. right now, certainly hospitalizations and deaths, are among unvaccinated people.
Driven mostly by the Delta variant, new cases in 48 states are up at least 10%. In 32 states, they are up 50% or more.
Youth vaccination.
Pop star Olivia Rodrigo visited President Biden at the White House and encouraged younger Americans to get their shots. Just a quarter of the country's 12 to 15-year-olds are fully vaccinated.
It's important to have conversations with friends and family members, encouraging all communities to get vaccinated.
Dr. Joseph Chang says those conversations are the best way to reach skeptics.
Find our friends and family, because we all have them. Tell them how good you feel about being protected.
In Missouri, beauty salons and barber shops around St. Louis will soon be places where residents can learn more about vaccines.
Barbershops and beauty salons are trusted places in many communities. Places where people go not just to take care of their hair, but to catch up on current events and exchange information.
Fewer than 50% of adults in Missouri are fully protected against COVID-19.
The White House is really honing in on that 12 to 27-year-old age group there. The idea is to try and reach them whatever way they can. Now, the videos that Rodrigo shot with the president will be posted on the White House's social media platforms, but also on hers, and she has 25 million followers or more on her accounts alone, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, she does. But just in case people don't know who she is, you probably heard her hit song Driver's License, because they play it over and over and over again on every single radio station. So yeah, she's quite popular right now. Her visit to the White House was part of an effort to get young people vaccinated. But what are some of the other things that the Biden administration is doing to reach out to this group?
Yeah, they're working with other celebrities. They're also encouraging the kind of outreach that we saw in the piece at barber shops, salons, that sort of immediate community outreach. And really, this is about reframing this to young people, reminding them that while they might be less likely to have serious health consequences if they get COVID-19, they can still spread the virus, and especially the Delta variant, to their friends, to their family, to their loved ones. And they really believe that getting this age group vaccinated is crucial to protecting the entire population, Anne-Marie.
Right. So this week, we've seen some Republican lawmakers in Washington publicly encourage people to get vaccinated. I'm curious, how are they reconciling this message with the message that some of their other colleagues have been kind of pushing or suggesting, having to do with vaccine skepticism?
Well, that is a good question. Senators Mitch McConnell and Senator Mitt Romney, they both spoke about this week, trying to encourage vaccination across the country. And Romney in particular warned about letting politics interfere with the vaccination effort. But as you say, many of their Republican colleagues nationally and also in state houses across the country are not on this same message. Many are fighting different efforts like door-to-door vaccination drives, vaccine mandates by employers, other ideas out there to try and get vaccination numbers up. And so the political divide on this issue is very much already here, with a huge portion of the country that is still unvaccinated. Anne-Marie.
All right, Bradley Blackburn. Thank you so much, Bradley.
Thank you.